The other day, my friend and I were talking, and it just came up. We were talking about high school, some good times we had back in the day, and it came up about our junior year of high school. So, in junior year of high school, it's my second year of taking welding. Welding was the best class we could have taken, best teacher, best people in the class. All of the guys were super cool. Everybody had a blast. So, my freshman year, I met my friend Caleb Streeter. He's one of my good friends, good buddies now, and this is who I was talking to the other day. We were talking, sitting there, and just shooting the shit, and it came up somehow about junior year. So junior year, we were both in welding class. It was earlier in the semester, probably it was before fall break, so it was most likely in August or September. And in this class, we had the shop outside where we would weld, and then inside the classroom where we would do our journals, our daily logs, all the things related to planning for welding, all that kind of stuff. So at the beginning of the year, we would have to go straight into figuring out the safety details and the safety briefings before we were allowed to go out and weld in the shop. So early enough in the year, you give a whole bunch of 16-year-old guys welding supplies, metal, and all of the fun stuff that you're not supposed to play with, and it's a real good time. But when you give them the same kind of thing in a safer manner in a classroom by giving them tape balls and measuring sticks and just a whole bunch of random little supplies, pens, paper, pencils, whiteboards, stuff goes down. So on this particular day, we were in the classroom briefing for welding to start the next week. And Mr. Johnson, our teacher, had decided he was going to step out of the classroom and help one of the older students in the shop that was already welding. So he walked out of the door, was just walking around. We have one of the kids in the class is always looking at the door, making sure he's not back. So on this particular day, we thought it would be a great idea to take these rolls of masking tape. So it's pretty light. Masking tape and make them into little balls. What did we make out of these little balls? They were baseballs. And what were our bats for the day? Oh yeah, it was a great idea to use the school computers, the HP Google Chromebooks that were terrible, as bats. So as Mr. Johnson's sitting out in the shop, helping one of the other students, Caleb and I are playing baseball with our Chromebooks. So, I had already just gone up to bat, used my computer as a bat, and we had another kid pitching to us. So this other kid named Jacob winds up, throws one of the tape balls to Caleb. He swings at it, lets go of his Chromebook. Lets go of it. And it flies into my Chromebook that's sitting open on a Google Doc like I'm supposed to be doing. And lo and behold, my Chromebook that had nothing to do with any of this shatters everywhere. A glass on the ground, falls over, everything is shattered, it's done. I've never broken anything before, so I'm freaking out already. Streeter's Chromebook's entirely fine, but to top it all off, this all happens right as our teacher, Mr. Johnson, walks back in the classroom. And he's staring at me like, death's there. Old man, death's there. Staring into my soul. I can feel it. And the lies I had to say to get out of that situation. I was like, oh, it just slipped off the table. That's my bad. It was a loud crash. It's on me. As I'm freaking out, looking at my friend Streeter, like, how did that just happen? So I get out of class, get permission to leave, and I have to go to the library to go get it fixed. I've always been a good kid. I'd never broken anything before. But I had carved a meme at the time into my Chromebook, into the casing of it. And that wasn't exactly the smartest idea, but we did it anyway. So I take it into the counselor's office in the library. I'm like, hey, my Chromebook broke. And the lady just looks at it and looks at me and she's like, what did you do? I was like, I swear, it just fell off the desk. It just fell off the table. I promise. I'm not lying, obviously. I had to cover myself. And somehow, some way, I got out of that for free. They gave me a new Chromebook. I was good to go since I'd never broken anything before. And I went back to class and Johnson was like, why were you being so stupid? Other than that, got out of it scot-free. And I've been freaked out to ever leave my Chromebook near Streeter ever again since that day. We're still friends 5 years later.